Hello, you beautiful people. By the time you're watching this video, I would assume that you've already seen Phainon's drip marketing, and I think now you're curious about all the info that we have right now related to his kit, his playstyle, his team synergies, and all that, right? So, in this video, I'm mainly going to go over everything that we know right now related to Phainon's kit, his release date, his best in-slot relic set, and his best support as well. Just a reminder though, I'm hosting a 5 Express Pass giveaway right now on the channel, and to enter it, just drop a comment down in the comment section, and that's pretty much it. Also, I'm curious, how do you guys feel about his drip marketing pose? Lastly, before we begin, let me just mention the usual disclaimer that this version of Phainon's kit is in its very early stages right now, and his actual kit will most likely have some different or new mechanics, so take all this info with a grain of salt. With that being said, let's begin without wasting any more of your time or energy. So, starting with the very basics, we've known for months by now that Phainon will be a physical type unit who follows the path of destruction, and he will play the role of a main DPS on your team. Right now, he has something special about his kit related to him having some extra skills than other normal units, but I think I'll save this info for the part where we go over his ultimate in detail. Considering the fact that he is a Kevin variant though, I do expect Phainon to be really strong meta-wise, and by the way, if you're unaware who Kevin is, he is a really popular character from Honkai Impact 3rd. Now going by the current patch schedule, Phainon's featured limited banner will go live on July 2nd for the Asia and Europe servers, while July 1st for the America ones. Do keep in mind that this will only be the case if nothing changes within the patch schedule, but with the weird timing for the Fate collab banners, I do expect them to make some changes. This will be clarified in the 3.3 live stream though, which is going to go live this Friday, so don't forget to watch it. Alright, with the basics being done, let's finally move on from the boring part and take a look at all the info that we know about his kit. So, Phainon is most likely going to be a unit whose kit is entirely based around his ultimate, and he is also speculated to be an emanator, which would explain why his kit is quite insane, but as I said, it's just a speculation for now. He has multiple transformation abilities in his kit, like when you use his ultimate, he goes into a completely different state, and he will most likely end up having more abilities than even Remembrance characters with their memo sprites. I say this because according to multiple sources, when he uses his ultimate and goes into his enhanced or special state, you know how normally all the characters have a total of 2 skills? Well, obviously Phainon is special because instead of just getting 2, he is going to have a total of 3 abilities in his enhanced state, which no other character in the entire game has. It's easily visible that they're going to give him special treatment, just like Castorice, and in my opinion, he definitely deserves it. Coming back to his ultimate, we know right now that his kit does not know the concept of energy exists, and it uses a totally special resource unique to him. Now you might need to pay attention from this point, because otherwise, this might just go over your head. So, whenever Phainon's allies target him specifically with one of their abilities, Phainon gains stacks of this special resource, and using his normal abilities also grants him stacks as well. This literally screams that he wants to be paired up with premium single target buffers like Sunday to increase his stacking mechanism, but I'll talk more on this topic later on. In total, he will need 12 stacks to activate his ultimate, which is also the same amount of stacks that Phainon needed to activate her old ultimate. Just wanted to include that part as a fun fact, so I hope you don't mind. His stacking should honestly be really fast, because he is going to have some traces help him stack as well, and as usual, his Eidolons are going to make his stacking even faster. Honestly, his ultimate feels like an entire kit within itself because it just has so much stuff going on in it at the same time, and I'm not even exaggerating here. A pretty reliable source actually gave us even more info related to his ultimate, and they basically stated that his ultimate kind of works like the current Hule boss in Apocalyptic Shadow. So this tells us that whenever Phainon actively enters his second form or uses his ultimate, all of his other allies leave the field and he gains an entirely new skill set. Now do you remember when I told you that he is going to have a total of 3 abilities in his enhanced form? Well, I'm going to speculate that each of his abilities is going to be separated into a single target one, a blast one, and an AoE one as well. This is really good because it allows him to continuously switch to different abilities depending on the enemy situation, and when all of his turns end, Phainon leaves his special form and goes back to his allies while unleashing a final attack. If you think we're already done with his ultimate though, I have just one more thing in store for you, and I'm going to read this word by word. His ultimate literally opens an entire domain on the field, just like Caster Rice, and honestly, I don't think I can tell you how hyped I am for this. The domain that Caster Rice opens is already really pretty, so don't mind me for having high expectations for Phainon's domain as well. I think I explained his playstyle really well, and as I hinted earlier, Phainon is also going to get a teammate specifically designed for his kit, as of course he would considering how much special treatment our king is getting, which is totally deserved. This character is going to be Sarydra, by the way, who is going to be a single target buffer, and she will increase Phainon's overall ceiling by an insane amount. Basically, Sarydra will be able to grant extra turns to her allies, and this will also make her synergistic with other single target buffers like Sunday as well. We don't really have any concrete info on her right now, but you should definitely keep an eye out for any info on her if you're interested in Phainon. For the last topic, I want to mention his Relic Set, which is going to be the set releasing in patch 3.3. It's actually quite an insane set because at max stacks, it will give Phainon a total of 96% extra attack for one turn. Now, you're probably thinking that if the buff only lasts for one turn, this set isn't that good, right? Well, not quite, because upon using his ultimate, Phainon doesn't necessarily end his turn and all of his actions are counted as extra turns, which means that he will have a 100% uptime on this 96% extra attack for the entire duration of his ultimate. I think I probably managed to change your whole perception of the set in just 20 seconds, right? This set gives us even more confirmation that Phainon does have really good synergy with single target buffers. Well, I think I've covered everything related to Phainon in this video, including his playstyle, best teammates, and Relic Set as well. Overall, I don't need to say that his kit looks insane, with him having the most detailed kit I've ever seen, and you can easily tell that the developers care about him quite a lot. Now, I'm curious though, how do you guys feel about his kit? Also, do consider subscribing if you made it until the end. With that being said, I just want to say I love y'all and I will see you in another one.